Welcome, collective. Happy Tuesday if you're watching this when this is posted, but this is a timeless message. So, collective, this message revolves around basically you coming to the realization that there was still this heavy level of generational programming that was revolving in your energy, that was making you stay stagnant in areas where you needed to make decisions that you weren't making because you were still heavily reliant on this programming energy that you thought was resolved. However, it was laying dormant and had surfaced itself recently, impacting you in a way, causing you an immense amount of anxiety, coming to the realization that this was in fact holding you back considerably in recent time. So it could be in the last days, the last weeks, the last months, but you've come to this grand realization recently, and it's been like this aha moment for you. So if this resonates with you, do stick around, and we're going to get a little bit deeper into this message as it comes in. As I was pulling these cards, the energy was really revolving around programming, where you were realizing that you weren't making decisions that needed to be made because of the heavy programming that you had been put under throughout your life through generational um, patterns. So I kept hearing patterns. So it's like this is something that you look back in your family and you see this running as a pattern through your family, that you see this, that a lot of people seem to have this type of behavior where they have a lot to say about everything that you decide to do. They have a lot to say about the decisions that you make. So you have this, and it's the message is coming in clear in a sense of like you sit in an anticipating type position that somebody's going to is going to have something to say about everything you do and everything that you in any direction that you go in, they're going to have something to say. So you sit in a position of anticipation, and you've had a breakthrough recently realizing that this is something that doesn't work for you and is no longer going to be impacting your life, and you're no longer going to be submitting to this particular mindset. And you are now speaking up, that these unspoken words are no longer going to be sitting dormant, that you are going to be expressing yourself however you see fit, and going to be making decisions based on what works for you and not for everyone else who seems to have an opinion about everything that you decide to do. And this was pretty intense when it came to the energy of your energy being reliant on the anticipation, like this whole, like I'm prepared for what's about to come in, so I'm instead going to avoid it and not take any action at all. That was basically the energy that was coming in pretty heavily, and it really had to do with your family. It had to do with people in your family just being extremely opinionated on any type of little action you take, any type of little decision that you make, whatever it is. It could be small, it could be big, but you are sitting always in a position of anticipation. Like there is going to be something coming towards me as soon as I do make that decision. And it's always going to be negative. It's always going to be like, I'm hearing like, why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. That's not going to work out. Why don't you do it this way instead? And then pushing their thinking and their programming onto you, where you know intuitively that that isn't the right direction for your own life. However, you spent a lot of your life pleasing everyone else, being a people pleaser, and just doing whatever it is their expectations were. And this realization was, I am no longer going to do what they expect me to do. I'm going to do what works for me and my life currently. And this realization has brought a great deal of closure for you. You realize that the only impact that these people's opinions have are the impact you allow it to have. That's what I'm hearing very clearly. That realization of it doesn't matter what they think. And the only reason it mattered is because I allowed it to have impact. I allowed it to influence my life and my decisions. So this was a big realization for you. And if this resonates, you're probably still here, right? If this resonates, and look, only take what resonates. Don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't resonate, it's not a message for you. But for some of you in the collective, because of you sitting in a position of anticipation and basing your decisions on what their outcomes would be rather than your own outcomes, this has caused a level of financial stress because you know that if you went the path that was driven by your own decisions, that you would have seen much more financial success. Yeah, that's coming really clear that for some of you in the collective, not all of you, but some of you, you come to this realization that, like, had I made these decisions years ago or months ago, whatever it is, I would have reaped the rewards of financial success, or maybe even comfortable, a financial comfortable environment, more so than what it is now. That realization came in and it kind of pissed you off, and it made you want to close that chapter because you realize that you spent all this time not making decisions based on what you believed was true for your own life. And because of that, it caused financial stress. You would have seen much more um, impact in that area in a positive way had you had went the direction you wanted to go. But okay, this is coming in strong. That spirit is saying that they wanted to keep you in their programming because it made it comfortable for them. So they didn't want to see you succeed because it kept you dependent on them. Oh my gosh, yes. It kept you dependent on reliant on them, kept you coming to them for financial support as well. That they always would come to the rescue of, oh yeah, we'll give you the money, but there's these conditions tied to it. So they would keep you almost captive. Oh my gosh, this is coming in so clear. They would keep you captive in that way financially without you building your own success and your own financial security, keeping you, in a sense, dependent on their help. Because if they kept you dependent on their help, it allowed them to stay in control of your life. It allowed them to have a say. So the more financially independent you became, the less they were able to control your narrative. And you're realizing this now. Oh my gosh, this is coming in so clear. You are realizing this now. You're realizing that that was a mechanism of them to control you, and you are no longer submitting to that. You are no longer allowing that to happen in your life. You're now saying, I'm making the decisions. I'm doing the things that work well for me. And it's because you believe in magic. You believe in the divine. You know that the power lies within you, that that strength, that resilience is within you, and it's within your reach, and it's no longer in their control. And you're doing this through self-expression. You are no longer playing their game. You are carrying that vision, that message within yourself. And you are conscious of this. You are conscious of the goals that you have, and you are going to make them happen because you know that you're gaining influence. You know that you are building something and it's becoming successful. And for some of you, this is the case. You are actually being very consistent for the first time in your life. This is what I'm hearing. The first time in your life, you are actually being consistent on a long-term basis. You have not been allowing other people to interject and to interfere in your plans. And you've been moving in a very stealth, secret way. I mean, even though people can see actively what's going on, you're not really giving people a lot of information. And a lot of this is going to be bringing you an immense amount of luck because things are aligning for you in your life. You're realizing that you have control. You are the master of your domain. You are mastering your own life. And it is a beautiful thing to see because it is showing how much power you have over your life, and the fact that these people no longer have the influence that they had over you, and you are now calling the shots. I'm hearing spirit say calling the shots. You are now calling the shots in your life, and no one is ruling over you but yourself. And it is a beautiful thing to see. And when I pulled the angel numbers, the first one that came out, so there was two, and 291 was set priorities. Say no to distractions moving forward. Immediate action is required. Your angels call you to prioritize what you want. This right here is just confirmation that you are actually following the path that was set forth for you that's going to benefit you. And it's time to set those priorities. Keep on track. Don't allow yourself to get distracted because there are many distractions around you presently. And the challenge is to keep your mind set on your true desires. Eliminate the distractions today by postponing or declining anything that isn't essential. So the angels are telling you, you know what you need to do. You are setting those priorities, but be diligent when you're setting your intentions over, today and the next day, because this is what this is. This is an energy check for setting intentions. Make sure you're paying attention to anything that is distracting you from your goals. Set those priorities, learn to say no, and no is a complete sentence, right? So that is a really great message. And then the next card that came out was major changes, 555. Look, if you see these numbers over the next day or two, this is a strong message, 555. There are major changes coming your way because you've been prioritizing yourself, because you are saying no to things that do not serve you. And you are in the mindset to have what's right come in your direction. Get your mindset right for what's to come because you have major changes. 555. Your angels are alerting you to a new energy coming your way. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment to your goals is actually your angel's way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look differently when you get what you want. Take a shower bath using water to purify your mind and body and promote your mental alignment with the great things that are on their way to you. You are going to see some major changes happening. And I'm going to tell you, Spirit is saying, keep consistent. Be resilient. You are truly an amazing person because for the first time in your life, you are consistently dedicating yourself to your goals and your purpose and your mission. And you are realizing that you can do this. There is no doubt. Spirit is saying there is no doubt you are going to achieve all of this because there are major changes coming your way and the angels are here to support you and help you achieve those things. And then we got the neuro linguistics. The first one was cognitive distortion right here. Unhelpful patterns of thought may be distorting your reality. And you realize this. You realize that programming from your entire life that came through generationally was no longer suiting you. You've come to this realization. By challenging cognitive distortions such as all or nothing thinking or catastrophizing, you can bring clarity and harmony to your mind. Realize that you can change how you think. The mindset doesn't have to stay a certain way, and you are in control. And then we had another one come out, taste the victory. Change is coming, 555. So taste the victory that's about to come your way. Engage your senses to make success feel real. Imagine achieving a goal. What does it look like, sound like, and even taste like? The more sensory detail you add, the more real it becomes. That victory is coming your way. Feel it, live it, breathe it. Make it real for you right now as you set your intentions down. Say, I succeeded. What does that feel like? What does that look like in my life? Imagine, you know what? Make that vision board. Work on that. Make those dreams a reality in the here and now. And then we got the word impact. And I love this word because this is what we need when change is coming our way. It's like a crash, a collide, an effect. You have a chance to get in there and change things. Change, major change. Okay, impact. It is time to make an impact. It may not be pretty. It really may not. Some people may rubberneck past the collision site. Let them look. Look, if somebody has something to say, let them say it. Let it glide right off of your back. What matters is that you leave a mark, and that mark is a mark you leave in your own life. You show yourself, I can do it, and I did it, and no one got in my way. Overcrowding can make for discomfort and stagnation. Don't allow people to consume your mind with their thoughts. Keep it clear. If you find that you are pressed up against other people and there is no room to breathe, it might be time to remove yourself from that space. This is a time to say no, right? If it's not serving you, remove yourself. If your to-do list has been piling higher and higher, it may be time to check something off. There is always room for you. Make room for yourself. Prioritize yourself. You have sway here. Consider yourself an influencer and tip the scales in your direction. This is about you right now. Change is coming into your life and you are making impact. Now, in preparation to setting your intentions, these are the questions you want to ask yourself. Where can you make the most positive impact? When you're looking at setting your intentions, where are you making those positive impacts? What do you need to set up in your day that it goes in the right direction? How are you affecting those around you? What is congesting your energy now? Are there things in your energy right now that you need to release? Because now is the time to release them. Something, and Spirit's telling me this right now, for some of you collective, you've got something that is keeping you stuck that's in your energy and you need to release it. So now is the time to release that. All right, guys, I hope you have a really great day. This is the energy check right now, and good luck on setting your intentions, set them accordingly. And remember, only take what resonates, and like the video if it did. And yeah, blessings.